At Leeds, I was trained in a radical form of art history called the social history of art, which from the 70s onwards specialized in rereading art history, attacking art history from the perspectives of Marxism and feminism, and basically showing how the histories of art are kind of biased and prejudiced. They are patriarchal, they are white, and they're Western. I'm very interested in any way in which you can undercut the authority or power of that art historical discourse and allow the images to start challenging or contradicting or just veering away from the standard kind of canonical explanation of their function and their meaning. It's a great resource, not only for its wealth of images, but because the Paul Mellon Centre is open to let me use these images in a creative way, to digitally rework them, to collage them and manipulate them in ways that maybe other art historical researchers wouldn't use them. I found images of price labels online from Google that were free, images of price stickers, and so what I'd start to do was to overlay these kind of works of fine art, which normally you can't touch. They're in galleries that you can't even go near because they're behind a red rope, and start literally, almost I guess childishly, vandalizing these pictures with little price stickers. This image of Zoffany is very famous. It's of the first members of the Royal Academy, except for two women who were in the inaugural group of the Royal Academy, and they weren't allowed to be in the picture because they were women, and there's a nude male life model there. So because of the kind of patriarchal nature of the Royal Academy, these women weren't allowed to be painted in the picture, you know, and they're relegated to these kind of little portraits on the wall. So one of the things that I did with these digital manipulations is, with price labels, disguise all the rest of the male Royal Academicians and just focus the attention of the picture on these two women. So it's a way of kind of re-emphasizing their role. The philosopher Walter Benjamin describes this as aura, right? These works of art are kept in temples of culture, they're kept in galleries, they're surrounded by people who almost worship them with these kind of rarefied discourses. They're also sold as priceless commodities on effectively a commodities market. So I don't know, this act of vandalism was also a political gesture of literally affixing like a Walmart price label to indicate their status as a commodity, not some kind of transcendent thing of kind of beauty and genius.